All right, so these are two different problems where we have to solve the system. So we need to create the problem or the equation, and then we actually need to solve the equation. Okay? And I'll kind of walk and talk as I do this here. But the first thing I'm going to do before I do anything is make this table. And you'll see why I do that in here in a second. Okay, so Ming and Carlos are selling cookie dough for a school fundraiser. Customers can buy packages of chocolate chip cookie dough and packages of gingerbread cookie dough. How appropriate since Christmas is right around the corner. Ming sold 8 packages of chocolate chip cookie dough and 12 packages of chocolate chip cookie dough for a total, totals are important, I always like to highlight those, for a total of $364. Carlos sold 1 package of chocolate chip cookies and 4 packages of gingerbread cookies for a total of $93. Okay? So what I want to do with those totals is I want to write them in the last box here. So I have 364 and I also have 93. Okay? Now, who does that total belong to, 364? Well, that's the total amount Ming brought in. So she's going to be the first equation. We'll see if it's he or she. I don't really know. And then $93, that's what Carlos did. One thing I do know, Ming did work, and Carlos, he's kind of slacked off there. Okay, so Ming and Carlos raised that money. But what did they sell? They sold packages of chocolate chip cookies, so I'll put CC, and gingerbread cookies, so GB. Okay? So, and then when I make this table, it kind of makes it like a Punnett square, if you will. And what we do is we fill in the boxes as kind of like a Punnett square. So how many chocolate chip cookie doughs did Ming sell? Well, it says 8. 8 packages. Okay. How many gingerbread cookie doughs did Ming sell? It says 12. Now, in the equation, what are we missing? We're missing the variables. Mr. Schwan likes to be cute, so for chocolate chip, he'll put C. And for gingerbread, he'll put G. So 8C plus 12G equals 364, right? Because that would be Ming's equation. Okay, for Carlos, he sold 1 package of chocolate chip cookie dough, and he sold 4 packages of gingerbread. Okay, and so when we fill in that chart, it makes it real simple to write my system. So I'm going to have 8C plus 12G equals 364. 1C plus 4G equals 93. And now, all we have to do is solve the system. Okay, so to solve the system, we have to, again, try to eliminate a variable. That's the best way to do it. Let's try to eliminate, you know what, I'm feeling adventurous. Let's try to eliminate G, okay? So if I'm trying to eliminate the variable G, okay, I have a positive 12G on the bottom. It'd be perfect if I had a negative 12G on the bottom, okay? So if positive 12G is on, a positive 12G is on the top, we could do negative 12G on the bottom. So what I need to do is multiply the bottom equation by negative 3, because negative 3 times 4 will give me negative 12. So I'm going to still have 8C plus 12G equals 364 on top. On the bottom, I'm going to have negative 3C minus 12G equals 279, negative 279. Okay, so now I'm going to add these equations together because now I have my inverses, and those are going to eliminate. Yes, I know, that's my scary voice. So 8 plus negative 3 is 5. 364 minus 279, got to borrow. Let's see, that's going to give me 5. Yeah, okay. That's going to give me a 2. That's going to give me 15. That's going to give me 8. So 85. And divided by 5, C equals 17. Okay, but in a word problem like this, we can't just like say 17. We have to actually define what 17 is. So 17 what? Well, in the problem it says find the cost of each package. So $17 would be a good cost. So $17 per package of chocolate chip. So per chocolate chip. Okay, but I also need to find gingerbread. So I need to plug in C to find the other missing variable. So let's plug in 17, to the bottom one. The bottom one looks fairly simple. So let's plug 17 in to the bottom. There we go. So I'm going to have 1 times 17 plus 4g equals 93. So I'm going to subtract 17, and 4g equals 76 divided by 4. 76 divided by 4, and it's going to give me g equals 19. So 19 what? $19 per gingerbread package. So there we go. That's how we solve this system. And the most important thing is that setup, just being able to pull the necessary information out, being able to set it up, and then being able to solve it from there.